what really happened in the very tightly contested Group F game yesterday between the DRC and Morocco. So the game ended in a 1-1 draw, which was sad for Morocco because Morocco could have booked their spot in the knockout stages with the game in hand, with one more game to play, but it didn't happen. But a lot of things happened during the game, yes, and it was really hot. Like before the game started, it was 32 degrees over there. So I understand a lot happened. It was heated. It got heated, and it actually spilled over at the end of the game because what actually happened at the end of the game, the Morocco captain, which is Chancel Mbemba. Chancel Mbemba plays for Marseille. He's the captain of the DRC. He was already on a yellow card when the game ended. So he was walking off the field, and then the coach of Morocco, Mr. Walid Regragui, approached him and said something. But then I'm not sure what was said during the conversation, but then I'm also not sure what Mbemba said back to the Morocco coach after the conversation. But then you could see a bunch of the Morocco players running into the tunnel following Mbemba, the the DRC captain. You can see a good number of Morocco players running after him. And it is alleged that um, there was a bit of pushing, shoving, words said back, and there was a lot of commotion happening in the tunnel, so we couldn't see what was actually going on. But I'm hearing reports that some things were said to some things were said during the conversation between Walid and Chancel Mbemba that led to the Morocco players running after him and getting into the tunnel, starting to fight or starting to argue with one another. But then Mbemba had this to say after the game. I'm going to quote him right now. I'm going to read quickly what he said. He said, "I'm keeping my silence. It's better. Everybody knows me. I respect everyone, but I never thought I'd hear that from the coach. That it would come from his mouth," the Marseille player said, which means there is something that was said to him by the Morocco coach. And till this point, there hasn't been a reaction from the Morocco coach. So we kind of not sure what to think at this time. But yes, something's going on. And we need to get to the bottom of this because we can't be fighting all these racial allegations and all these racial things happening in our game. We need to put a stop to it. We need to close this tap and finally move on from this thing. Like, I mean, we can't be talking about racism at this time. It's 2024, but yes, something has to be done and something has to be looked into here because I mean those were really bad things at the end of the game there. So I'm not sure what really happened. I'm just giving you what I know at this point in time. So yeah.